Hello. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 163, The Phoenix Account. Ethan, a young financial analyst with ambition burning bright in his eyes, scrolled through the endless rows of numbers on his computer screen. He worked for Phoenix Investments, a prestigious firm with a reputation as untarnished as its name. But beneath the gleaming façade, Ethan suspected something was amiss. A series of seemingly unrelated trades had caught his eye. Small, irregular transactions that diverted funds into an obscure offshore account. These anomalies were like whispers in a financial storm, barely noticeable, yet sending shivers down Ethan's spine. He confided in his mentor, a seasoned analyst named Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris, with his salt and pepper hair and a gaze as sharp as a hawk's, listened intently. However, his response was far from reassuring. "Those accounts are legacy investments, Ethan," Mr. Harris said, his voice flat. "Best not to pry where you don't belong." Ethan wasn't convinced. The trades felt wrong, a nagging itch he couldn't ignore. He decided to delve deeper, his curiosity fueled by a growing sense of unease. He started late nights at the office, meticulously analysing the data, piecing together the puzzle. The trail led him to a series of shell companies, all funneling funds into the same offshore account, the Phoenix account. It was a clever name, a hidden entity nested within the very firm it potentially exploited. Ethan's investigation took a dangerous turn when his computer suddenly shut down. A system error message flashed, but Ethan knew better. Someone had remotely accessed his machine, possibly wiping away evidence. Panic tightened his throat, but he wouldn't be deterred. He went old school, printing out crucial documents and hiding them in a secure location. This digital world was too easily manipulated, but paper held a certain permanence. The next morning Ethan found a note slipped under his office door. A single black feather, a chilling message. Fear threatened to paralyze him, but he steeled himself. He had to expose the truth, no matter the cost. He reached out to Sarah, a tenacious investigative journalist he met at a charity event. Sarah, with her fiery red hair and a nose for a good story, was intrigued by Ethan's tale. She agreed to meet him at a hidden coffee shop, a neutral ground away from the watchful eyes of Phoenix Investments. Ethan laid out his findings, the suspicious trades, the offshore account, and the intimidating black feather. Sarah, her eyes widening with each revelation, saw the story's potential. It was a financial scandal waiting to be exposed, one that could bring down a giant. Together they devised a plan. Ethan would continue digging, uncovering more evidence, while Sarah would work her journalistic magic, building a case that would hold up in the public eye. Days turned into weeks, a tense dance of information gathering and evasive maneuvers. Ethan felt like a hunted animal, constantly looking over his shoulder. At work, his colleagues started treating him with an icy distance. Mr. Harris, his once supportive mentor, now wore a disapproving frown. One evening, while leaving the office, Ethan saw a dark figure lurking in the shadows. A shiver ran down his spine. He knew that they were watching him, trying to scare him off. The pressure was immense, the fear real, but Ethan wouldn't back down. Sarah, his lifeline in this storm, kept him grounded. With her help, he managed to leak a small portion of the evidence to a trusted source within the financial regulatory body. The leak triggered an investigation. Officials descended upon Phoenix Investments, their sleek suits a stark contrast to the growing tension in the air. Ethan, called in for questioning, maintained his innocence, citing his suspicion of financial irregularities. The investigation was a slow burn, days turning into weeks with no clear verdict. Sarah, in the meantime, used her platform to build a narrative, a story of a young analyst questioning the ethics of a seemingly untouchable firm. Finally, the hammer fell. The investigation revealed the Phoenix account as a massive embezzlement scheme orchestrated by a high-ranking executive at the firm. The news sent shockwaves through the financial world, tarnishing the once pristine reputation of the Phoenix investments. Ethan and Sarah, their faces plastered across news channels, became the unlikely heroes. The whistleblower and the journalist who exposed the truth. The experience left a mark on them, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within seemingly respectable institutions. But amidst the chaos, a sense of satisfaction bloomed within Ethan. He had taken a stand, risked his career to expose the truth. In the high-stakes game of finance, he had emerged as an unlikely victor, a phoenix rising from the ashes of corruption. Vocabulary notes: ambition, noun, a strong desire to achieve success or fame. In the story, Ethan has ambition burning bright in his eyes as he works at a prestigious firm. Analyst, noun, someone who studies and interprets information, especially financial data. In the story, Ethan is a young financial analyst at Phoenix Investments. Entrenched, adjective, deeply established and difficult to change. In the story, the black feather might symbolize entrenched corruption within the firm. Elusive, adjective, difficult to find, catch or understand. In the story, the truth about the Phoenix account is elusive, but Ethan is determined to uncover it. Embezzlement, noun, the fraudulent appropriation of funds or property entrusted to one's care. In the story, the Phoenix account is revealed to be a massive embezzlement scheme. Façade, noun, an outward appearance that is intended to deceive others. In the story, Phoenix Investments has a reputation as untarnished, but Ethan suspects a façade. High stakes, adjective, involving a lot of risk or danger. In the story, Ethan is playing a high-stakes game by investigating the Phoenix account. Intrigue, noun, arousing curiosity or suspicion, mysterious. In the story, Ethan is intrigued by the seemingly unrelated trades he discovers. Legacy, noun, something transmitted from a predecessor or from the past. In the story, Mr. Harris claims the suspicious accounts are legacy investments, a possible deflection tactic. Mentor, noun, an experienced and trusted advisor. In the story, Ethan confides in his mentor, Mr. Harris, about his suspicions. Offshore, adjective, located outside a country's territorial limits. In the story, the suspicious funds are being diverted to an offshore account. Prestigious, adjective, having a high reputation for excellence. In the story, Phoenix Investments is a prestigious firm, but Ethan uncovers a dark secret. Scrupulous, adjective, attentive to moral principles and details. In this story, Ethan is a scrupulous analyst who feels compelled to expose the truth. Shell company, noun, a company that exists only in name and has no real business activities. In the story, shell companies are used to funnel funds into the Phoenix account. Tenacious, adjective, determined and persistent, especially in difficult circumstances. In the story, Ethan and Sarah are tenacious in their pursuit of the truth. Unravel, verb, to discover the truth about something complicated or mysterious. In the story, Ethan is trying to unravel the mystery behind the Phoenix account. Whistleblower, noun, a person who exposes wrongdoing within an organization. In the story, Ethan becomes a whistleblower when he reveals the embezzlement scheme. Story written by Google Bard AI. Image created by Desgo.com AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.